Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video, um, share some visions that I had in October and November of 2022, and I'm going to get straight into them. So, the first vision was one that I had of a horse, and it was a brief vision. Somehow, I got the sense that I knew that it was in New York, just because of the buildings surrounding it, and it was a rider on a brown horse, and he was going forward, and I just got the sense of like chaos, destruction, you know and other than that, I didn't get too much else. I didn't get, who exactly was the writer or anything else, but it was just that brief. And the second vision was, I believe it was in November, when I had actually prayed to God, and I had asked him, if war was indeed coming, um, something along those lines, by primarily of by the hands of Russia and China. And what I got that night was, I had a dream. You can imagine a tank, which you've seen on movies, which you've seen, on the news or anything. Everyone knows what a tank looks like. But this tank that I seen was massive. It was just, that's how the vision started. It was a massive tank. Um, think of maybe 3 to 4 tanks, and you know to make one huge one. That's what it was like, and it was just sitting idle, wasn't doing anything, and yeah, it was fast, and that was confirmation. Now keep in mind, well, lots of brothers and sisters have been having those dreams, having those visions of war coming to the United States. Um, they've dreamt of EMPs, nuclear attacks. They've dreamt of all this stuff, and you know that if that stuff is gonna happen, well, it's gonna happen, but we just don't know when. Be mindful of God's timing. Remember, you know, Noah was building his ark for years, and David was, I think it was close to 10 or 15 years, when he first got anointed to he actually became the second king of Israel. Just lots of events take, some time to actually come to pass. So I don't want to set any dates, for I don't want to set any dates for when that event will actually unfold. But we know that the lawless one is here. We know the man of, the son of perdition is in the world. He hasn't fully revealed himself, but he's absolutely here. And I think he got to do a trial run with this pandemic, and just to see how well people will comply, people would be willing to take, whatever necessary measures, for safety, for protection. Um, but yeah, just wanted to share that. Just keep in mind, God's timing is not like ours. And another thing that I want to talk about is, my wife. She's actually had visions, where she will need to stock up on things and get things ready, and things such as that. And she's had some visions recently where she's actually packing clothes, packing stuff, um, and she's been packing stuff like warm clothing, like stuff for, like, for like a winter. And you know when you dream of that, you're kind of getting hints. And we know that uh Jesus had mentioned the winter, and it wasn't specific. I don't know if it's in regards to the fall of Babylon, which, if you watch some of my videos, I believe that America is Babylon, mentioned in Revelation 17 and 18. Um, sometimes God can speak in um, kind of riddles, and it's for us to apply ourselves to God's word, and to seek out the meaning behind these things. Now, like I said, my wife was packing up clothes in this vision, right? And she had another one where we're actually getting ready to leave, where everything was packed, where we were just ready to go. And this was one of her most recent ones, where everything was packed and everything was ready to go. So we could very well be in the season, that it is winter. Um, we could be coming up on it. It could be within the next year or two. I'm not quite sure, but we just need to stay ready, spiritually and physically, for something like that. And another thing is, the other day she did tell me that she had a vision within the last 2 weeks where she heard like what sounded like jets and stuff scrambling in the sky, and she looks outside to look at the window, and I'm just kind of summarizing her vision, not going exactly how she. I'm getting it more or less correct, right? It's this was the main. I'm grabbing the main components of the dream, and when she said she heard like buzzing sounds and planes and stuff outside, and she looked out the window and she had saw that, but she had also saw that the television was on, and it was like breaking news, and it was like war going on outside. And she had that within the last 2 weeks, and I thought it was an interesting vision. It's her vision, and one that she had, one that God gave her, and when I get on this channel, I want to share not just my visions but her visions as well, because I believe that God doesn't discriminate. He loves both his sons and his daughters, and if we seek him, he'll really give us visions. um, and we see that here on YouTube. We see that there are um, several, not only brothers but sisters, who are prophesying, and who are really spot on with a lot of things, and they're really in touch with God, and with the Spirit. And it's just a blessing to see that, to see them get on here and share visions, share dreams that the Lord is giving them. And it's all part of this big puzzle, right, that we're trying to solve, and that we're trying to stay alert and pay attention to, because every part of this puzzle is important and is necessary. But I just wanted to get on here and share that real quick. Like I said, if you haven't seen my other videos, you should definitely check them out, and you would know who I believe is the lawless one, the son of perdition. I've had many visions of him, and they've always portrayed him in negative manner, and I think that it's for a reason. Um, when will he reveal himself? My opinion is, this is just my opinion. This is what I think. I think that the fall of Babylon will happen. Um, I think you know several people will lose their lives in war and all this stuff that would unfold, right? And I want to say that amidst all this chaos, I think that's when the Antichrist will take his time, his opportunity to rise, and come on the world scene, and just try to be a savior, and try to be the answer that people are looking for. um, and this man is loved by many people, and many people believe that, I mean, this man can do no wrong. And this man has just been plotting, taking his time. It's been taking quite a long time since he first came in. And it's just um, maybe he's learning off of past mistakes, off of we've had the world got to see Hitler and the likes of him and other dictators. And you kind of get a glimpse. But let there be no doubt, when the Antichrist comes into power, the Bible puts such an emphasis on it, because he is going to be um, that one world leader, um, where where in the past others made mistakes and they failed. you know he learns by trial and error. And he learns by their mistakes, and capitalizes on them. And I think the world is like we saw with the pandemic. It was a perfect scenario where for the sake of safety and everyone's safety, we must go through these procedures. And I think after a nuclear war, after all this chaos, the world's just gonna want answers, just gonna want everything to stop. And I think that this man is gonna present himself as the one who puts an end to this. And while simultaneously actually being behind this in a way. I don't know the extent of it, but I think he will definitely have a big part in Babylon's fall. And I just wanted to share those. Like I said, that last part where I said, like what I think is going to happen and how things are going to play out with the fall of Babylon, and then he actually reveals himself. I think that's just my opinion. I think that's how it's going to unfold. Um, but yeah, drop a comment and tell me your thoughts on it. And yeah, I hope this video helps someone. And just want to say thank you for watching.